All right, hey traders, Akil Stokes here, Chief Currency Analyst at TradingPower.com, and welcome to a special edition of my Forex Weekend Review video. Obviously, my big video comes out Thursday, but I had a massive trading day today, and well, just wanted to get a chance to share with you guys what exactly we did in the syndicate in the live room, and let you guys see some of the patterns and some of the opportunities that I took over the last few days. Full disclosure, this is also a chance for me to test some new studio equipment. As I mentioned before, I did have a big day, and typically when I have big trading days, I go to the wife. I say, hey, babe, do you want to go out to dinner somewhere or for lunch? And we go to a fine establishment, something like a Burger King or a McDonald's. And, you know, I look at her and I tell the guy taking the order that, you know, he can throw some extra cheese on that burger or supersize the fries and supersize the drink because we're celebrating. But unfortunately, the wife is out of town. She's out with the little guy who's having surgery today. So I had nothing better to do than buy some new lighting. So I'm giving it a test run before Thursday's video. But as I mentioned, I did want to get a chance to show you guys some of the trades that I took that helped me reach almost 200 pips for right now. Now, again, 200 pips doesn't mean much. We're only 2 days into the week. I still have 2 positions open. One can't lose. I'll show you that in a little bit. One is most likely gonna lose, so we'll even that out some during the week, but it's a great way to start things, and I much rather start the week ahead of the curve than behind the curve. So we'll hit the charts up. I'll show you some of what I took, and hopefully I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone in this video. All right, gang, so looking at the charts here, there were a few trades that we took. We're going to start on the euro dollar, which is a popular one for everyone. There was a few different patterns on this pair setting up last night. There was a bullish bat pattern, as you can see right here, and there was also a cipher pattern looking like this: X to A to B, B to C, with a CD completion right down there. I'll go ahead and adjust the color a little bit to make it easier to see. But you can see that no matter which of these patterns you took, they both ended up being winners. The bat was the first one. Obviously, that's the one I personally involved myself in. We came up to hit the 3D2 on that, and you can see the cipher actually filled during that bat pattern completion, hitting the 3D2 as well. And a very important lesson. A lot of you guys, especially for the bat pattern and really any pattern, stops need to go below our X leg, which is going to be right here. What I'm noticing is a lot of traders don't give themselves enough breathing room at this point. And for some of you traders, you're having stops just a little bit under here, and you may have been spiked out. You want to give yourself enough breathing room that the market has time to penetrate that structure, eliminate some of the stop orders that are down there, but keep you in the trade. Remember, we're trying to be different than a lot of the rookie traders out there. A lot of rookie traders hide their stops very, very close. The market knows this. Smart money knows this. It will go down there and try to take your stop away. So we don't want to put ourselves in that situation. We want to give ourselves enough breathing room where we're not in danger of that, but not too far away that we're taking an insane amount of risk on the trade. So euro dollar was one of them. Another one that banked about 50 pips. Actually, we got slipped in a good way. Another one came on the pound Aussie. Now I showed syndicate members this in last night's video. I want to keep this video short, so I'm not going to show you a recording, but essentially we're in a trend continuation situation on the higher time frame, meaning the daily chart. We're in a bullish trend, and what we're looking at is a potential retracement here. And the question was, it's very similar to the Euro Aussie pattern that I posted on TradingView, which is currently in the negative right now. But we're looking at a trend continuation situation and asking ourselves, if price action comes back down to previous structure, then how can I get involved? And we had a nice little cipher pattern right here. Maybe a little deeper than that. You can see the market came through a little bit of pain and then rallied up. Now, full disclosure, I got a little lucky on this pair. I actually ended up taking a bigger profit than what I should have taken. Reason being is I had stops overnight. Now, I was very bullish the pound. If you've been following me, I've been talking about being bullish the pound. So I want, especially before this morning's CPI announcement, I wanted to get long the pound. So I put orders on here overnight. I got filled while I was fast asleep, having sweet dreams. Didn't have a chance to put targets on there, and I actually woke up with a lot more profit than what I normally would have gotten. So sometimes that's not going to work in your favor. Sometimes you'll wake up and price targets will hit your target, come back down and stop you out for less. That happened to me, I think it was last week on Aussie dollar, but this week today it actually worked in my favor. But a lot of that is backed up by, again, that fundamental bias that I had on that pair. I was willing to take that chance because I had a feeling. We never want to trade off of feelings. We're trading off the technicals here. But in the back of my mind, I knew a little something. I didn't know it, but I had an itch. But that was a big winner, about 100 pips on that. Again, Euro Aussie is a similar situation. I'm actually down right now on Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie was a bat pattern doing the same thing, coming back into structure. We're double bottoming right below that X leg. I'm expecting a loss. We did get we're still, I don't know what tool that is. We're still holding our structure level right here. We're battling at it, but we did get a lower low, lower close. So I'm fully expecting a loss on this. It may not happen. If I get a chance to save some face and capture some profit, that'll be good, but I'm banking in a loss on that. There was another bat pattern on Aussie CAD as well, basic bat pattern. I'm not going to show you that. Another loser came on Euro dollar on the range bar chart during the day. But one pair I want to show you is the pound dollar. And here's a trade we took in the live room today. And I'm actually still involved in this, watching this very closely as I record this video because I'm up about 62 pips. The market is actually at my take profit level, but we've gotten above it on the chart I'm watching. So if I can ride this out, if we get a big explosion, a big breakout past previous structure highs here, I'm going to ride this bad boy up and make some massive profit off it. But so if I get quiet, that's why, guys. But we were watching this on the lower time frame. Of course, we did our top-down analysis in the live room, and we ended up watching. You can see some of my notes here. Look at that, dead on. But we were watching. We're watching this on a lower time frame, and we're paying attention to this structure level right here. Again, the CPI news came out for the pound this morning. We spiked all the way up here, and then we retraced into a little bit of consolidation. The market took some relief at this level. Then we had, what was it, core retail? We had dollar news this morning, retail sales. I'm not sure what it was. We had dollar news this morning that came out negative, and you can see price action pushed all the way back up, giving us a higher high, higher close. And we're looking in a live room at this down on the 15 and the 5-minute chart. And I said to my traders, I said, hey guys, we're looking at some consolidation right here. You can call it a flag pattern, wedge pattern, whatever you want. It's consolidation, the market coiling up. I said, if price action comes down to this previous structure level, this is going to be a good chance to buy this thing up. And you can see price action came down. Now, how did we enter it? That's the question. Well, we went down to a different type of chart. We went down to a range bar chart. And you may have heard me talk about this before, because there's not much really in here on a 5-minute chart. But because I have a good amount of experience in the market, my eyes are very quick. My RAS, reticular activator system, is very keen to picking out patterns and structure formations. And I said to myself, and that's not bragging, guys. That's not saying I'm better than anyone. I just do a lot of reps. I've really worked hard on the skill of technical analysis, and it makes it easier the more you do. It's no different than any sport or just anything in general. The harder you work at it and the more you work at it, the easier it becomes. But I pointed this out and I said, this looks like an advanced pattern to me. Now, I can't really draw one because of this spike right here. It messes up the fibs and you can't do any harmonic moves, but it looks like an advanced pattern to me. And we're getting a little bit of relief on here. All right, let's roll these targets up a little bit. I don't want to give any money back. All right, we're getting out of here, at least half a position. All right, taking my 50 pips and going home. Bang, 50 pips. There we go. We'll see if we get another part of the position holding on there. Hold on real quick. Let me just update my syndicate members. Hey, this is what happens when you record a live video. Out of pound dollar plus 50. Definitely going to be over 200 for today, even if Euro Aussie loses. So that's a good sign. And between me and you, I only take one target. Me and Jason have only been taking one target in the syndicate. So we've been kind of handcuffing ourselves, trading with one hand behind our back. Between me and you, my personal account, I still got a position on, looking for a bigger move. But back to what I was saying, identify this level, look like an advanced pattern. And what we did was go down to the range bar chart. And the range bar chart just gave us a much smoother look at price action. And this is the blue chart I shot to you guys that are syndicate members. And what we saw here was a bat pattern. So we saw an X to A, A to B. Again, this entire move is that candle on the 5-minute chart with the big wick. This is that entire move. This was the fundamental reaction. All of this came within about 2 minutes. Again, range bar charts, for you guys that are unfamiliar, they measure tick data. So they measure movement, they're not time-based, they're movement-based. But anyway, we had a bat pattern here, X to A to B, B to C, C to D down here. Gave us a little bit of pain. Got a little lucky on this as well. I actually had my stops down at 155.56. It looks like we got down here, but I did not get filled. So I had them at the exact right amount. Again, a little luck on my side, and which is needed. We've been having some bad luck lately, so sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. But just barely missed getting stopped out, and you can see the rest is history. What I would expect now with the rest of my position is I would expect to move back down to previous structure right here. That may come in for 382 as well. 382 is going to be a little bit lower. I would expect to move back to structure in either a double top or a trend continuation. I think it's going to be a little difficult to break this level. This is why I wanted to get out at this level. But you never know. At least half the position's off. Targets are at or stops are at break even, so you can't lose money with it. So that's a little longer than I expected. That's a brief look at what I want to show you guys today on my trading day. And yeah, that's it. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Short and sweet, straight to the point. As always, tune in this Thursday for the normal weekend review video. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And oh, I got something to tell you guys. Jason mentioned that he's going to be out of town basically for the rest of July. And what's happening is because there's going to be no regular war room for a set period of time, I think starting next week, members of our syndicate program, I'm sending this to you as well. So syndicate members, you're going to get a chance to hang out with me every day in the live room and just, again, take, getting a chance to hit the speed bag, we call it, basically working out in the gym, getting reps in the market and training that skill of technical analysis over and over again. If you are not in the syndicate, here's what I want you to do. We are still offering a special where if you sign up now, you get your first month in our syndicate program for $1. And what this means is, if you sign up right now, not only do you get access to the syndicate for $1, but you'll be able to join me in the live room as well for free, since that's where we're sending the syndicate members while Jason is out of town. So please take advantage of that. Trust me, it's a big deal. Take advantage of that right now. And of course, if you don't like the syndicate, if it's not your cup of tea, most people stay, but you can always cancel your membership and, you lose $1. Wow. Whoop-de-doo. But spend some time with me in the live room, get some reps in the market. I'm going to show you, I don't want to make a promise, but I may show you a very interesting conversation this Thursday. I may show you a recording of an interesting conversation that we had in the live room this Thursday. It was looking at a trade, doing top-down analysis, and essentially me and one of my 12-week transformation members battling to find out if it's a good or a bad trading opportunity. And it was great entertainment for everyone in the room because well, like I said, I may show you Thursday, so tune in then, and hopefully I'll have room to fit it in. But until next time, traders, plan your trade your plan. I will see you later on in the week, and best of luck in the markets.